students, welcome to my channel. Today I am going to explain you very important programming topic, that is decision control statements, also known as branching. The theory and concept of this topic is same for all programming languages, but the difference is only in the syntax. Now let us start with this topic, decision control statements. As we all know, a computer program contains number of instructions. Similarly, decision control statements are also contain number of instructions, but which instruction is to be executed depends upon result of a decision variable. Decision control statements are of 5 types. First is simple if, then if else, then nested if, fourth one is else if ladder, and last is the switch case. Now we will start with the first statement, that is the simple if. This is most simple decision control statement. It is used to execute a single statement or set of statements depend upon result of a condition. The general form or syntax of if statement is, here if is the keyword, condition is any numeric variable, constant or expression. It can take only two values, that is true or false. This statement block will only executed if value of condition is true. Now write a program to check whether entered number is positive. Whenever we write any program in C language, we have to include header file stdi.h, that is standard input output header file. This includes various input output functions using in a program. Next we will include conio.h. It is a console input output header file. This header file declares several useful library functions for performing console input output from a program. The purpose to include header files is that we are using library functions in our program, and these functions are defined in these header files. Now we will write void main. This is a main function from where execution of C program begins. Here void means this function will not return any value. Now there is the opening bracket. Opening bracket indicates beginning of main function. Since in order to find out whether a number is positive, we need an integer variable. Here we declare num as an integer variable. At the end we should put semicolon, as every statement must be end with this. Now next we have written clear screen. This is a function which is defined in conio.h header file. It is used to clear previous output from screen. Now printf function is used. It is an built-in library function available in stdi.h file. It is used to print values onto output screen. When we will execute the program, it will print enter number. Now next is again scanf is one more library function which is used to read values from keyboard, which we enter values from keyboard that will be read by using scanf function. After that, since we want to find out whether a given number is positive, so we are using if statement to compare that number with zero value. If the value of number is greater than 0, it means that number is positive. /n we are using for a new line character. /n is used as a new line character. Next, last, we will also using getch function. Its definition is in the conio.h file. It is used to hold the output screen and wait until user gives any type of input. Friends, I will explain you the use of getch by running program with or without it. Now at last there is the closing bracket to indicate that body of void function is completed. Now we will compile a program. We have seen there is no error. Now we will run this program. Enter number. We will enter any number. Let we are enter 20 number. It is positive. It will show positive. We will again run it. Now we will enter -7. It will show nothing because we have not written anything if the number is negative. Now friends, I will show you if we delete getch function, then what happens. Now I will again compile this program. There is no error. Again I will run this program. 22. Now it has not shown output directly. We have to press Alt F5 to show the output. This is the difference between using getch in a program. Second is if-else statement. Friends, as we have seen that if statement is used to execute statements only if condition is true. It does nothing if condition is false. But sometimes it is required to execute some group of statements if even condition is false. For that, we need if-else statement. This purpose can be solved by using if-else statements. The syntax of if-else statement is, here if and else are keywords. Now, if value of this condition is true, then this statement block 1 will be executed. But if it is false, then statement block 2 will be executed. Now, for example, if-else statement to check whether a given number is positive or negative. Whenever we write any program in C language, we have to include header file stdi.h, that is standard input output header file. This includes various input output functions using in a program. Next, we will include conio.h. It is a console input output header file. This header file declares several useful library functions for forming console input output from a program. The purpose to include header files is that we are using library functions in our program, and these functions are defined in these header files. Now we will write void main. This is a main function from where execution of C program begins. Here void means this function will not return any value. Now there is the opening bracket. Opening bracket indicates beginning of main function. Since in order to find out whether a number is positive, we need an integer variable. Here we declare num as an integer variable. At the end, we should put semicolon, as every statement must be end with this. Now next, we have written clear screen. This is a function which is defined in conio.h header file. It is used to clear previous output from screen. Now, printf function is used. It is an built-in library function available in stdi.h file. It is used to print values onto output screen. When we will execute the program, it will print enter number. Now next is again scanf is one more library function which is used to read values from keyboard, which we enter values from keyboard that will be read by using scanf function. After that, since we want to find out whether a given number is positive, so we are using if statement to compare that number with zero value. If the value of number is greater than 0, it means that number is positive. Slash n we are using for a new line character. Slash condition in if statement is true, then it will execute the statements. But if condition is false, in that case, statements written in the else part are to be executed. This condition is false, then it will display that given number is negative. At last, we will write getch function. The definition of this function is also in the conio.h header file. First of all, we will compile this program. There is not any error. Then we will run this program. When we will write 45, it will show number is positive. Again we will run this program. When we will write -8, it will show number is negative. Now friends, I will make you clear the difference in execution of the program if we don't write getch. Again we will compile this program. It is success, there is no error. Now we will run a program. If I will enter, let's suppose -89, it will not show output because we have not written getch. In order to see output, we have to press Alt F5. It means with using getch, the output can be shown directly. But without using getch, we have to use Alt F5. Nested if else statement. Nested means when one thing is totally inside of another thing. In terms of nested, if else means one if else construct inside another if or inside another else part. It is having three journal forms. Now in the first journal form, if condition 1 is true, then condition 2 will be checked. If this is also true, then statement block 1 will be executed. Otherwise, condition 1 is true but condition 2 is false, then statement block 2 will be executed. And if condition 1 is itself false, then statement block 3 will be executed. Now, in journal form 2, another syntax, if condition 1 is satisfied, then statement block 1 will be executed. Else, if condition 1 is not true, only then else block will be executed. In the else block, condition 2 will be checked. If condition 2 is true, then statement block 2 will be executed, else statement block 3 will be executed. Last journal form is, first of all, condition 1 is checked. If it is true, then this part of if body will be executed. If it is false, condition 1, control will jump here, then condition 3 will be checked and statement block 3 will be executed. But if condition 3 is also not true, then statement block 4 will be executed. Now, for example, I write a program to find out largest number out of given 3 numbers. Whenever we write any program in C language, we have to include header file stdi.h, that is standard input output header file. This includes various input output functions using in a program. Next, we will include conio.h. It is a console input-output header file. The purpose to include header files in a program is that we are using library functions and those functions are defined in these header files. Next, we have written void main. It is a main function from where execution of C program begins. Here void means this function will not return any value. Next, there is the opening bracket. It indicates beginning of main function. In order to find out larger number out of three given numbers, we have declared three integer type variables. Next, we have written clear screen function. The definition of this function is in conio.h. It is used to clear previous output from screen. Next, we have used printf function. This is inbuilt library function available in stdi.h file. It is used to print values onto output screen. Now we are using another inbuilt function scanf. With the help of this function, the values entered using keyboard are assigned to variables, and an ampersand sign is using to assign memory to these variables. In order to find out larger number out of three given numbers, we have to compare them. If the condition given in if part, that is A is greater than B, is true, then the if else part under if statement will be executed. It means in this part A will be compared with C. If A is greater than B, that is if condition given in if part is true, then statement under if part will be executed. So it will display message that variable A is larger number. But if value of A is less than C, then it will display message that C is larger number, A is less than B. Then we will come to the else part. Come out of nested if part, and else part will be executed only if A is less than B. In this else part, B is compared with C. If B is greater than C, then statement under if part will be executed. That is, it will display message that B is larger number. If B is less than C, that is condition given in the if part is false, then it will execute else part. In the else part, it will display message that C is larger number. Part is completed. Now we have written one more getch function. It is also library function. Its definition is in the conio.h file. It is used to hold the output screen and wait until user gives any type of input. First of all, we will compile this program, or we can compile using Alt plus F9 also. Success, there is not any error. Now we will run this program to check whether the output is correct. Now we will enter any three values. 67 is the larger number. Fourth decision control statement, that is else if later. It is used for evaluation of multiple alternatives from top to bottom. As soon as a true condition is found, the statement associated with are executed and rest of ladder is bypassed. The journal form or syntax of this is here if else and default are keywords. First of all, condition 1 will be tested. If it is found true, then statement block 1 will be executed. But if it is false, then condition 2 will be checked and then statement block 2 will be executed. Similarly, it will check all the conditions. But if all conditions are not true, then finally the default part will be executed. After default, we have put colon. This is the syntax of the default keyword. Whenever we will put default, there will be colon after that. Now, for example, write a program to find out day of a week. Whenever we write any program in C language, we have to include header file stdi.h, that is standard input output header file. This includes various input output functions which we are using in a program. Next, we can also include conio.h. It is a console input output header file. We have used clear screen and getcs function whose definition are is in this file. The main function from where execution of C program begins. Here void means it doesn't return any value. Then there is an opening bracket. It indicates beginning of main function. Now we have declared one variable of integer type. Clear screen is an inbuilt function which definition is in conio.h. It is used to clear previous output from screen. Next, printf and scanf are two library functions whose definition are in stdi.h header file. Printf function is used to print values onto output screen. Means whenever we run this program, then it will show enter numbers from 1 to 7 onto output screen, and /n means new line character. It means control will come at the next line of this message. Next, scanf. Scanf is used to read values from keyboard. Now, value of entered number will be compared with conditions of if and if-else parts. Only one of these conditions can be true. Whenever match is found, the corresponding statements will be executed. If any true condition is not found, then statement with this executed with S part will be run out. Now here, if value of num variable is 1, then it will print Monday. If it is 2, it will print Tuesday. Similarly, it will compare till here. Value of num is 7. But if value of num variable is not between 1 to 7, then it will execute this part wrong input. It means it will display this message wrong input onto screen. Now getch is used to see our output on screen. It means it is used to hold the output screen and it will wait there until user gives any type of input. Now friends, first of all we will compile this program to see if there is any error. No, there is not any error. Now program, I have entered 6, display message Saturday because the control is able to find out match. Now I will run this program again. Now I will write down the number which is less than 1 or more than 7. Let I have written 9. Now it displays message wrong input because control is not able to find out any match with the number 9. Friends, last is the switch case statement. In this statement, the value of variable is evaluated and is compared with multiple cases. Once the case match is found, a block of statement associated with that case are executed, and because of break keyword, control come out of switch case. Now, journal form or syntax of switch statement is switch case default are all the keywords. Expression, it must evaluate to any integer or character value. Constant, this must be integer or character. Now, whenever value of expression will be evaluated, according to that value, any case can be executed. value of expression will be compared with these values, constant 1, constant 2, constant n. Whichever value is to be matched, that block of statements will be executed. But if no value is to be matched with the value of expression, then default one will be executed. Break is the keyword which is used to come out of this switch statement. Here we will use, friends, just take care, here we will use colon. This is not semicolon, this is colon, because semicolon is used to end of the executable statement, but colons are used to give labels. So these are our labels, because of this we are using here colon. Now, for example, write a program to evaluate day of week. The same program we have already written using else-if ladder. Now we will write same program using switch case statement, so that difference between them can be clear. Whenever we write any program in C language, we have to include header file stdi.h, that is standard input output header file. This file includes various input output functions which we are using in a program. Next, I have also included file conio.h, that is console input output header file. Friends, the purpose to include header files in our program is that we are using various library functions, and definition of those library functions are in these header files. Next we have written void main. Every C program begins with main function. Here void means this function will not return any value. Then there is the opening bracket. It indicates that beginning of a main function. Now I have declared a variable of integer type num. Next, I have written clear screen. It is an inbuilt function which definition is in conio.h header file. It is used to clear previous output from screen. Next, we have used two library functions, printf and scanf. These are inbuilt library functions. Definition of these functions are in stdi.h header file. Now, first of all, printf. Printf is used to print values on output screen. That is, when we will run a program, then it will display message as it is enter number between 1 to 7. /n means new line character. It means after printing this message, control will come to the next line. Now scanf. Scanf function is used to read values from keyboard. Now next is the switch function. Switch function is used to test a value of a given variable against list of values. That is whatever value we have entered in num variable, corresponding case will be executed. It means value of this variable will be compared with values of all cases. When match is found, corresponding statements will be executed. Now here, if I have entered in num variable value 2, then directly case 2 will be executed and it will show output Tuesday. After that, there is a break statement. Break statement will take control out of this switch statement. But if match does not found, in that case statement default will be executed and it will display message wrong input. At the last, there is a getch function. It is also one library function which is used to hold the output screen and wait until user gives any type of input. Now I will run a program. First of all, I will compile it. Success, there is no error. Press any key. Now I will run a program. If I have entered input 3, it will display message Wednesday. Now I will again run a program. Now I will enter one number which is less than 1 or greater than 7. Let I have entered 9. Now it has not found any match, so it executes statement written in the default path. Friends, the use of getch function is that it is used to only hold the output screen. If I have not written it, it will not give any error. Now first of all I should compile it. No error. When I run this program, so now I will again return 3. It has not shown me output. Now if I want to show output, I have to press Alt F5. Means if I have used getch, then it will show me output directly. But if I have not used getch function, then the control come back to the program again and I have to press Alt F5 so that I can see output.